So hey guys, so today I'm back with another episode of the machine learning news updates that we give every week. So this is the episode 5, and this week was pretty big for the whole AI community. I hope you guys know because a lot of things happened, including the Google I/O, the OpenAI event, and if you guys have not seen the specific videos of these events, I will provide them in the description, and you guys can go and see. So this week, I'll start with some random small news. So, look at Sam Altman, what he tweeted. I try not to think about the competitors too much, but I cannot stop thinking about the aesthetic differences between OpenAI and Google. So, he was definitely talking about the events. Now, if you look at it, you will find quite a lot of similarities. Now, the whole point is that are OpenAI and Google competing on the same thing? Yes, they are. And why is this happening? Because a lot of things in AI are still not being touched. A recent report came where a lot of functionalities where AI can be used is still not recognized by these corporate companies. So the point is, people are fighting on one single point, which has already been in focus from previous, I think, 2 3 years, and there are a lot of other points which are not even being touched. So yeah, but GPT-4o definitely is much better announcement when you compare that to the whole Google I/O event. Now, coming to the second news, so Claude is now available in Europe. So if you don't know about Claude, it's a LLM by Anthropic, and they I was not sure that they were not releasing the model in Europe till now. It was available in India also. I have been using Claude Chat a lot, and so they have said that they have released all the three things: the Claude AI, the web-based version of the next generation AI assistant. They have also released the Claude iOS app. So this is something that actually they have not released for Android, I guess. And now the Claude team plan is also there. So it's a bit of shock thing that they haven't released Claude still in Europe, even though it was available in Central Asia, South Asia, America, and it was not in Europe. So yeah. So the next thing is that if you currently look at the Gemini report, so if you see here, right, this guy Oriol, he told that they have updated the whole Gemini 1.5 report, and they have come up with some new numbers. So if you look at the section 7 of the advanced mathematical reasoning, so they came up with the new math specialized Gemini 1.5 Pro. So in this, they say that 91.1 is the best score that they are able to achieve, and this is far higher than the current GPT-4 and Claude 3 Opus score. And coming to the AMI 3 2024, that is the 2024 benchmark, that is 8 by 30, and it's also 4 times more than that. Then the hidden math, the IMA benchmark, the Math Odyssey, and in all of it, it is outperforming the other models by a very massive score. So this is a clear indication that maybe Gemini is working on some specific task-based models to make sure that they are ahead in the race when companies or research institutes who want to use AI on a specific reasoning task would definitely go towards Gemini. Because if you see, suppose I'm a research institute wanting a model right now, I will definitely go with this just math specialized Gemini 1.45 Pro model. So depending on the use case, I think they are trying to make the model more deprived, but I don't know. So this is a personal choice by the corporate, but according to me, generalization is the best way to sell the model right now, because that's the reason GPT 3.5 is still the most used open source model right now. Okay, cool. I think we can move to the next chart. That is a lot of updates from OpenAI came this week. So GPT-4o is now available in ChatGPT free version. If you ask it who are you and which architecture you use, it is going to reply, I am ChatGPT and I am based on a GPT-4 architecture. So GPT-4o is now integrated in the free version of ChatGPT. So it's a very good news for all the free users. Now, other GPT-4o they have included in their model list. So this is our most advanced multi-model flagship model that's cheaper than faster than GPT-4 Turbo. So they say that this currently points to GPT-4o 2024 530. So this can take up to 128,000 tokens, and it has a training data up to October 2023. Now if you see this thing, right, this is a bit different. So if you see, the GPT-4 Turbo has data up to December 2023. So maybe this 2 months data they have been working on from a long time. And if you see, they have been working on this model from a very long time. Maybe they were waiting for the right opportunity to release this model at the point when Google I/O is going to happen. So yeah. Now if you I think you guys must have gone through this on Twitter. So this guy named Kinglish on Hugging Face came up with his own GPT-4o. So he said that the features are input possible text plus image, audio, webcam, and outputs possible are image plus text, text, audio, and it's 100% free, super fast, publicly available before GPT-4o. It can chat with PDF, video generation, sequence image generation, better UI and customization. So it says it's not possible to reach obviously the level of complexity of GPT-4o because OpenAI has been making it from past 6 months, where with a team of 450 members. Then he says, I am only one, and he is still able to come up with a very good results. Now, if you want to go and chat, so you can use voice chat, 2 live chat, and definitely go and try this model, guys. It's pretty good. If you see this, identify 2 famous person of the model world, and Elon Musk and Steve Jobs are there. And if you send this, so it is going to take a bit of time because the GPU availability is one issue, and the results are actually astonishing. It is able to produce the results. So I think the availability of GPU is one of the issue right now. So that's the reason it's not giving results. But if you look at the overall performance, it was really good. So I'll comment it down in the description section. I would recommend you guys to go and play with this model. Cool. Now I think we can move to the papers part. Today's video is not going to be that long, so I think we can wrap it up fast because most of the things I covered in the specific case of the case events of the corporate that happened this week. So let's start with many short in context learning models in the multi-model foundation models. Now, what does this paper talks about? So they are actually saying that there are big models right now, right? GPT-4o, Gemini 1.5 Pro that has been released, and they have even benchmarked the GPT-4o and Gemini 1.5 Pro across the 10 datasets spanning multiple domains. Okay, so they say by using up to 2000 examples, their researchers found that the model improved significantly in various tasks. Now they say GPT 1.5 Pro kept getting better as more examples were getting added. So maybe the Gemini 1.5 Pro model is made definitely for few short prompting. If you see even in their benchmarking, they say that 32 short or let's say K short prompting was helping them a lot. So look at this. What are they saying? They say that also looked at reducing the high cost of using many examples by grouping multiple queries together, and they found that grouping up to 50 queries at time was not only saving and reducing the money but also improving the zero shot settings where the model had no prior examples. So overall, this study is showing that it suggests that using many examples can actually help these models adapt better to new tasks and areas, making them more useful in practical applications. And Gemini 1.4 is very highly relying on the few shot prompt. Now, if you look, the x-axis is a log scale for Gemini, and they have said that they observe linear log improvement on 9 out of 10 datasets, whereas for GPT-4 we improve improvements for demonstrating more examples on most datasets, but less stable than Gemini. So Gemini is actually performing really good when you are giving it a lot of examples compared to GPT-4. So that is actually a good thing if you think from a point of a normal user. It won't be providing you a lot of examples. It would be expecting you to know. So yeah, Gemini is definitely maybe ahead in the case when you are providing it few short examples, but not in the other case, vice versa. Now this paper is really good. It is LoRa learns less and forgets less. So they say that I think you guys know about LoRa, right? It is a method for fine-tuning the LLMs by training only low rank changes to certain weight matrices compared to full fine-tuning. So the full fine-tuning actually takes the whole parameter, right? So the researchers tested both methods in 2 areas, programming and mathematics, using 2 types of data, that is structured prompts and responses and unstructured prompts, right? And the results were actually shocking. The results show LoRa often doesn't perform as well as full fine-tuning. However, if you see, LoRa has an advantage. It helps preserve the model's performance on tasks outside the target area, right? And acting as a form of regularization. So this means LoRa prevents overfitting better than other techniques like weight decay or dropouts and helps generate more varied responses. Now, the team that is presenting this paper also found that changes learned by this full fine-tuning have a much higher rank than those typically used in LoRa, which might explain why full fine-tuning performs better. They conclude that this recommendation for how to best use LoRa for fine-tuning is provided here. So if you look at here, right, they are providing you the whole background. So I will recommend you guys to go through the basic mathematics of this paper and the continued pre-training which we also used. If you look at the tokens provided and everything, the min and max of the accuracy in the human evaluation, you'll see that LoRa is actually performing better in those cases, right? And this paper actually provides you the insight, right? That why full fine tuning is definitely better, but LoRa helps you preserve the original weights and giving you the option to regularize it, right? If you look here, so they say LoRa provides stronger regularization compared to attention dropout and weight decay. So yeah, this paper also I'll link down in the comment section. You guys can go and read from there. Now, the next paper is Towards Responsible Development of Generative AI for Education and Evaluation Driven Approach. So, this paper is from Google. So, I won't dive deep into this paper, because this paper, they talk about the challenges of providing equal access to equal education worldwide. And this paper is actually good about, when we talk about how this whole new thing that they came about with Learn LLM tutor development, right? The Learn LLM was not available in India. Unfortunately, I was not able to test, but they, how did they build all of this? So they came up with a effective approach that the authors will work with students, right, and educators to create 7 benchmarks for evaluating educational tools. They combined several types of assessment. They also developed a new model, which we are talking about here is Learn LM, right? And now this Learn LM tutor, which is fine-tuned to improve teaching capabilities, their evaluation shows that it is preferred by both educators and learners compared to the other standard AI models. So I think they have provided the benchmarks here. I'll just go through it. And yeah, so they what they are expecting from this, right? They are expecting that this will help create a comprehensive framework for evaluating educational AI tools that are currently in the market. And I think this is the teacher feedback that they have come up with, and this is the subjective learner feedback. So most of the time, Learn LM is preferred more than the Gemini 1.5 or the effective size, okay, that they are telling us. So in most of the cases, Learn tutor is the responses are preferred more than the other responses, right? So yeah, cool. Let's come up with the next paper. This is Chameleon. So if you talk about this, so they introduce a new Chameleon, the model, the Chameleon. So they say this is a new type of AI model that can actually understand both images and text in any order. So Chameleon uses a unique training method and a specialized design to handle mixed model tasks effectively. This model is actually tested on various tasks. They have talked about images, answering questions about images, creating images captions, generating text and images, and producing complex content that mixes both images and text. And Chameleon actually performs exceptionally well, achieving top results in image captioning and outperforming the only text models, that is Llama 2. So it also competes with the other advanced models that are Mixtral and Gemini Pro, and moreover it matches or surpasses the performance of larger models such as Gemini Pro or GPT-4 Vision. So what they are saying, that Chameleon is actually represents a major advancement in integrating text and vision into single versatile model. So this is by Meta. So Meta is, I think, also coming back into the game. So of how they are going to outperform the vision models, because right now Meta is mostly in the only text model, and they talk about the whole pre-training, how they did that. And if you look at the results, I think it is down here. Yeah, so if you look at the benchmark evaluation, you will see the talk about Chameleon, it is in 7 billion and 34 billion. So if you see, 34 billion is pretty good, 85.1, and it is pretty close to Llama 270 billion. But why didn't they benchmark with Llama 3? So that's the question. And Mistral is actually 86.7, but the point is it has 8 into 7 5, that is 46 billion parameters, right? And Gemini Pro 84.7, 95.3, that is GPT-4. Now if you look at the other benchmarks also, majority time it is pretty close to the other models which are far bigger than it. So the data that they have used, the way they have trained it, looks really good. Now visual question answering, if you see, there are a lot of different models in this domain, but I would recommend you guys to go through the whole paper and see how they have pre-trained it in such a way that it is able to outperform the models which are bigger than it in most of the sizes, right? So yeah guys, so that was it for this video. We will connect in the next video and we'll talk about the other updates that have happened throughout the week. Thank you and have a nice day.